All right, today is July 19, 2022. We are going to, this is just a SPY update, just to see where we're at. Okay, so right now I am viewing the weekly here, and this is where we closed that up here. So we just recently broke out on the daily, which we'll take a look at this, but we pushed past this resistance of 389. Now this resistance is a pretty tough area right here. So this 375 is no longer support because we just broke it. But this 389.32 resistance is a pretty tough area. I would like to see us stay above this area by Friday, which I believe we will. And I'll show you why once we get to the daily. But as you see here, it was resistance 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week, 5 weeks. So it's been resistance for about 5 weeks. And prior to that, it was held as support. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it was holding for 5 weeks as support, fell through, and then it, was holding as resistance for the remaining 5 weeks. And then today we finally pushed above it. And you can see here, this wick right here, this wick is indicating that there is some buyers stepping in. So I like to see that. Let's take a look at the monthly here. All right. So this is where we closed that today on the monthly. It is a pretty tough area for our resistance. And you can see here that it was kind of like resistance here this month. It was holding like support here. So this level's been played around with a couple times back in February. I think this was like last year sometime. So this area is a pretty good area to have busted through. Now let's take a look at it on the daily here. So you can see here, there is this double bottom pattern that appears to be forming here on the daily. So when I go here on the daily, I'm definitely seeing some bullish momentum, especially looking at this pattern here. We're pointing straight up. We're coming up above 50. So hopefully we can, play out this double bottom pattern and hit it way up, which would probably come back up here to approximately where the 200 MA is, or maybe right below it. But we'll take a look at these areas a little bit more in just a moment. But I do like to see the money flow here. Now, this is a good area that we're turning for a possible reversal down here, because this is where the 200 MA was sitting on the weekly. And as you guys know, your 200 MA could be used as support and resistance, and they're pretty strong levels too. So the fact that we broke out of here is definitely a good sign. We do have this gap to the left that we need to fill as well. So there may be some tug of war before it actually gets filled. But what I would like to see is that, we pretty much hit all the way up here before we pull back. And let's take a look at where we're at though. But this would be, maybe a possible short-term swing trade from here to here. But I do think that we're breaking out of this level. And let's look at the lower time frames, like your 4 hour still has more room to run right now. And this is where we fell before. So your next area, really your next area of support is like right here at like 401. Once 401 hits, we'll probably come back down here. 389 will be now new resistance, support rather, come back up before we break again. And then this 400 up here, 414, may become our resistance wall where we have to come back down and then create patterns in order to continue to keep rising up. So I like to see where the daily is at currently right now. I do see a lot of bullish momentum coming in with this on the daily. If we can keep this pattern up and break through here and hit to this wall, then that would be a definitely good sign that we may have some potential to continue moving up. Yeah, we are oversold here on the weekly. So yeah, we definitely have potential because breaking above here, these are the next areas that we're going to be ranging. And you can see here, we ranged here in these areas. So staying above here and closing above this level by the end of the week would be a good sign that we're ready to range between 390 and 416. These could be our potential ranges here, which we will be breaking out of this area right here. This little area. So yeah, so that's your update on SPY. Lower timeframes are overbought right now. So of course, 389 will come back down, act as new support. But in terms of where we're going for the future, I believe these levels here would be where we range at for the next several weeks until hopefully we can break back above and get back above the 200 MA. Getting back above the 200 MA on the daily definitely is a really good sign that we can move forward and have some more upward momentum. But until now, we're just kind of following price in the moment to see where we want to go. And right now, I do see some bullish momentum coming in on the daily. We're breaking significant levels. The first significant level we broke was 381. Once we busted through 81, then now we just pushed through 389. And then we're going up from there. So yeah, that's pretty much your update on SPY. I'll do one for QQQQ as well.